fresh on the run. But it was a double session tonight, so I'm just gonna pop these two together. The swim was tough. I felt so flat, but at the start I've kind of get into this groove now where it takes me a while to get into it, and I kind of set off too quick and then I burn out a little bit. I'm noticing that my fitness isn't that great, which is weird because I've been training so much, but yeah, I've been noticing I've been dying off because I've been pushing too early in the sets, in the warm-up. So it was good today to work on my technique, but I just kind of felt so flat. I just felt no energy, and I kind of got in a little bit of a mental battle. I got the maths wrong and I thought I was only swimming 2.2k, so the time was stressing me out. But then when I got out, I got the maths wrong and it was 3.1, so I was a bit more forgiving of myself. But it was weird how, how that mental side can really affect your swim. But I do take some positives from it. There was some, I did hit some flows today. I really worked on my chest movement and I really felt that helped my entry coming in. Not all the time though, but yeah. And then onto the run, went straight into it. Had to walk back, which about 2k, and then I can't remember I don't know what the exact time difference is. It wasn't a brick session, but they were back to back, but it was about 30-40 minutes, so it's not really a brick. Felt great. Felt really good. Felt really strong in the run, in my stride, in my technique. I felt fixed in the position, and I just felt more movement, and that was great. It was really good. I set off quite quickly, considering I think there was quite a few downhills. Yeah, I got another sub 6, so something's happening with the running. But 5:55, average 1:27. So yeah, something's happening. A bit of progress with the running. About to hit a big run session on Thursday, so I'll look forward to that. But as it's going good. It's going good. But it's weird because, the run helps me think that it's going better. But earlier, about an hour ago when I was swimming, I was fucking it was like mental warfare in there. It was just like, oh, fuck, how are you going to do it? You're not going to do it. And I was like, shut up and fucking keep going. And yeah, and now I'm sitting here saying, oh, we're doing great. But it's just, I guess that's the way it goes. To can the session early. Absolutely smashed it down with rain in the new gear as well, which is pretty, well, it's a shit way to christen it, but it is what it is. Only got 60% of it, well, not even that I don't think, but roughly around 60% of it done. Had to turn back, it was just getting a bit dangerous. Windy as fuck, which is fine, that's put up with that, but it's the rain, the dark. The rain fills the potholes, you can't see the potholes, you go over it, you risk damaging your bike. And I've only just thought then is that I've got to ride that to work tomorrow, and my cycling shoes are fucking soaking, so fuck knows if they're going to dry overnight, probably not. So yeah, I'm done. I enjoyed that, it was fun. It's always fun to just run at some speed, awesome push. And tonight was interesting how I felt when I was running, because originally when I started I didn't feel that good. My stomach felt a little bit off. I kind of drank a little bit too much water, a lot of electrolytes and a lot of my DIY energy drink before because it was in the fridge. I was like, fuck it, get it down me. So a lot of carbs, a lot of sugar and a lot of electrolytes, and it just filled me up the wrong way a little bit. But anyway, we started into it, and it was 2 sets of 3k at 450 pace, 2 minutes off, and then 3 times 1 kilometers at 4 flat with 3 minutes in between. And yeah, obviously it kind of gets a little bit annoying when you're always kind of checking your watch to see if you're running on pace, but it's fine. And the 4 flats, now it was interesting because, and the best way I can describe it is, it felt like I didn't access a part of my lung, like a top level of area of where I'm breathing from. It felt like I just was able to manage that pace without
without accessing, like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but it just felt very comfortable. And I could just say comfortable, but I'm trying to give more description. It just felt that I just didn't use anything more than, right, okay, push it a little bit now, or push it a little bit more. And then you stay within your stride, within your gait, and you just push that a little bit more. And I didn't have to really chase anything and dig deeper. It just felt, yeah, fine, fall flat, yeah, go. It was just like, it was there, which is great. It was really good. But could I have gone lower? I don't know. I couldn't test it at the start. When I first did my first one, I was like, this is fucking easy. I need to go a bit more. And as the session went on, I was like, well, do I just push past what the coach has already put, or do I just take the information? I was just thought, what would I want someone that I coach to do? So I did what I should do, which I did, was I followed the program, and now with the data, I just log it all, and so my coach can analyze it and I can think about it, and we can kind of converse and get to the end of what we think. So I think next time I could definitely push further, but then it's like, was that the real gain of that session? But anyway, best ride to date. Really good ride. That was my 8th ride, triathlon based, but it was my 17th ride in total on that bike, and it's the 4th ride since changing the seat. And since changing the seat, it's just got better and better and better every session. But that was the best. That was the cream of the crop. I really felt that, well, what it is with my cycling, and I've kind of come to the conclusion that the whole time I've been cycling for the last 2 months, since the start of Thailand, so yeah, we're probably coming into like 2.5 months now, I can only cycle to the limits of my pain. So I get this really bad pain in my calf, in the front of my calf, and I don't know what it's from. And now I've been trialing it by relieving tension in my lower back, because there's a nerve that connects, which I've been talking to the people at the bike shop, which we think it is, and I've been working on it. So potentially I think that's what's happening. It's getting better, but I can only ever push to that pain. So I'm not actually ever pushing to the limits of what my legs can handle, because the pain's so sharp and so excruciating that I can't. I have to stop, I have to slow down, and I have to like take the pressure down, and then that just like compounds, and then I just can't get any speed. And it's really noticeable on these rides. Another thing that I came to the conclusion of today is that I'm kind of getting I'm pushing a TT to do what a TT shouldn't do, and that's go up hills. Now obviously it can do it, but it's not the best at it, and I've only really noticed what it's programmed to do on the last 2 rides, when I've hit these certain roads where they're flat, and fuck me, it flies. I flew today at some points. I hit my fastest splits I think I've ever hit. I think I was looking down at my watch, and I felt like I was like barely pushing the bike, and I was just rotating at 34 kilometers per hour. Headwind as well, and I was like, fuck, like sometimes uphill rolling, and I was like, fucking hell, this makes sense. Now I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel with it all. So I am blessed for where I'm living. And I mean blessed by, you know, me putting myself in these positions where I'm moving, taking chances, and going to different places in the world. Because today I was cycling up the top of the hills of mountains, and I was cycling in the clouds and then coming down. Now I went down this mountain, I hit 66 kilometers per hour. I mean, that's fucking quick. And while I was going down, I was like, you know, if I come off, I'm brown bread, I'm dead. You know, I'm not surviving that in this little Lycra. Check out the fit, by the way. New one, yeah, you like that? But yeah, I know I'm dead. And it's quite an adrenaline rush. It is fucking like, good fun. But yeah, loved it, and looking forward to build on that. Hopefully get the knee sorted out. I need to go see someone. I haven't done it. Pushed it back, and I need to do it. So yeah, great ride. Fresh from the long run. Well, I say fresh, but I am actually feeling quite fresh. That was good. That was great. I felt really good. Another sub 6, and this was for 2 hours. Yeah, it just didn't feel hard at all. I think the main thing that I noticed the most was in the last 15 minutes. Yes, it's the last 15 minutes, but at the same time, it's 2 hours. I'm going to be running longer than that. I started to noticeably see my heart rate skip, like start to get out of control. Whereas before it kind of seemed like it was broken, where it was just fixed on exactly where I wanted it to be. And I think the difference was on this time is that that's the first time I've brought fuel in on a run since England. Since England, because I didn't want to start spending money on gels again. And now I've started to make my own stuff. And I'm starting to experiment with the stuff on the bike, and now I'm starting to bring it onto the run because I really noticed it. Like I just felt locked in for like an hour and a half. Just didn't think, just ran and just was like, kept looking at the splits. I was like, fuck it, 5.5, 5:45. And then overall the finish was 5:49. So yeah, big win.